Life is nothing but pain and pleasure.
Welcome to the Jacob Wayne Show. I am your Jacob Wayne, and with me, as always, is the.
Hey, I'm here.
He's actually here.
I'm real.
As much as
video doesn't want me to be.
We are the ghosts of Thanksgiving present.
Indeed.
That is, if you're listening to this on Thanksgiving, you could possibly be watching it on the Wednesdays that we usually release these. But this is the Thanksgiving special, which might not be that special, because while it's special to have you right here next to me,
I'm real.
I don't think we had a lot planned. You're just in town visiting, doing a lot of stuff.
Indeed.
One of our many ideas that aren't really working. Let's move around while we talk. Be animated, so you can at least be in part of it.
See, look, there, I'm real.
But
I'd like to ever hear.
One of the main things that we were going to try to do is the holiday sweaters, which I guess is more of a Christmas thing.
Yeah.
But we went to a local ARC thrift store, and all the hipsters were there.
They bought them all out.
They bought them all out, and the ones that were still there were like extra double plus shitty and expensive.
So this episode is brought to you by LOUD ASS HOODIES.
Yep, Jacob Wayne's LOUD ASS HOODIES. So loud you'll disappear into the background.
It literally scared like a dog. I was thought a stranger by a dog that knows me. It's known me for like a year now or something.
Yeah.
Yep,
2 people have said that they're loud as hell.
Yeah.
But
it's a good hoodie. Oh, it doesn't like the hood thing. Oh, there you go. Bam.
So let's just get into it. This might be a really short episode. So first of all, what are you sipping on?
We have the little Christmas tree ditty. See that? You thought for a sec.
Yes.
So this is a collaboration from Crooked Stave and Omni Pollo. I'm guessing that's like the Omni Pollo. Yeah, because it's a chicken. It's definitely like a chicken in their logo. So this is white double blueberry almond cake wild Brett. So it is a fruited sour ale fermented in oak foeders. I'm guessing that's like a barrel. And it has
Too wild, huh?
Blueberries, vanilla, almonds, and milk sugar. 6.5%. It's very delicious.
And I'm just sipping on cocoa.
That's very festive.
Well, it's festive, and also I'm trying to be a good boy. Not drinking on the weekdays.
Yeah.
When I was going through the quarantine, I was doing a lot of drinking. And, it was great for the time. The alcohol kills the germs as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, it was time to get back on track, be a big boy in a Loud Ass hoodie.
There you go.
So
work in the morning. It's a good plan.
Yeah, I got some work I got to do tomorrow. Let alone, but it's like the older you get, it's like, it's nice to wake up and not feel like complete shit and sleep until like 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, I don't want to wake up really, but I feel actually not that bad.
Yep. I got shit to do tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, hot cocoa.
What
and,
kind? How'd you make it?
Hot water and cocoa mix.
No milk?
No.
Okay.
All right, it's been a good episode, everybody. We're out of here.
Try milk though. Apparently, that's how you treat yourself. I've never tried it. Though.
Yeah, that's Christmas shit, man. This is the Thanksgiving special.
Oh, okay.
All right, good eats.
Oh, just talk about where we just ate.
Sure. Where have all the places we've eaten since you've been in town?
Let's see.
Did Jaws Sushi the first night, which they have a deal right now in November. It's the Movember Foundation. They did a fuzzy mustache roll, and a portion of that is donated to the Movember Foundation, which is a foundation that puts research into men's health issues. So that's a good thing. Men get sick too, even though they don't like to admit it.
We just power through, I guess.
Well, you know, and there's the whole thing like men whine a lot when they get sick.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, you know, yeah, a lot of them do. I try hard not to, but I hope our listeners don't think of my quarantine episodes as whining. It's just kind of more like an update.
Yeah.
But, you know, I've heard people, why don't you shut up about it?
Yeah.
Which is actually a funny, I don't know if we can still do these days, but it was like kind of a guy-girl perspective thing that happened at work, or listening to the song Tall Buildings.
Oh, yeah.
Which, for those of you that don't know, I think it's like a song from the 70s by
John Hartford. Great song.
First time I ever heard it was actually Kelin and his brothers covering it, so I had never really known, but yeah, it's like, what are the lyrics? You don't gotta sing or anything, but...
No, so it's like well, I don't think of the wrong song.
Goodbye to roses,
so the chorus
goodbye
is,
to you.
So it's goodbye to the sunshine, goodbye to the dew, goodbye to the flowers, and goodbye to you. I'm off to the subway. I must not be late. I'm going to work in tall buildings.
Right. So if you're listening to that, I think you pick up on what it's throwing down. It's not like vague with its metaphor, or even if there is any metaphors. Oh, yeah, there is. But I don't know. Anyway, you
goodbye
get the point.
To happiness. I gotta go to work.
You get the point. Yeah. Goodbye. And then, like, me and my buddy, I'll leave the people in this story nameless, but my buddy goes, man, this is a sad song. And then the lady we were working with, she's like, why? And we're like, what? Like if you hear the words, it's like goodbye to you, goodbye to flowers, goodbye to like these good times, and like, I can't be late, I gotta get to work, go to these tall, cold buildings. And she's like, yeah. And you're like, okay, yeah, yeah, it's not sad. I'm sorry, I forgot. And she's just like, what? Am I like missing the point? I'm like, no, you nailed the point. He's going to work. And then I was just, it kind of struck me as just like, oh, like from a female's perspective, it's like, get off your lazy fucking ass. You left me with this fucking baby. You better get to work in those tall buildings, you piece of shit. Hippie motherfucker doing mushrooms with all your friends.
Yeah, he did have to cut his hair.
And he's just like, ugh, going to work. I guess I gotta be on time. And... So anyway, it was pretty funny.
Goodbye. Nice.
Where the fuck did that? Oh yeah, female perspective, being sick, whining about stuff, men's health issues.
Yeah,
sushi.
Mustache Movember. Jaws sushi. They also had these little baked mussels with some dynamite sauce. Those were really good. Everything was really good. I love that place.
Then the next place was Le Crêperie.
Oh, always a favorite.
I had a ham and cheese galette with the side of smoked salmon, like a bear loves for breakfast.
Yeah.
This pleases the bear. What'd you get? You just
got
a basic?
Yeah, ham and cheese and veggies and some potatoes on the side. I always got to hit up the the patissier. They got the Queen Amman, which is their house specialty, I guess, which is just one of the most delightful treats if you've never had one. It's one of those things that you look at it, you're like, I don't know what that is. I'm going to get something else, but you should definitely get that one. It doesn't look as exciting as the other ones, but it's so good.
Do you think the fan of that singer we talked about last week, like every time he's like, man, I think I got to hit up the patissier. Missing a little bit of the. Anyway, the next thing we ate was a home cooked meal of curry, some garlic naan. I feel like it did a fairly solid job there.
It was tasty sweats.
Oh, but in between, we went to Jack's Fish House or Oyster House and got a whole big old plate of oysters, which was amazing.
That was the first time I've ever done that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, just on this tray of ice, got like the horseradish. It's like kind of a tomato-y based sauce. I wouldn't say ketchup, but
It has like a cocktail sauce.
yeah, cocktail sauce.
Bunch of horseradish.
And then like a vinaigrette. Just get that in a nice IPA. It's like, it's perfect.
It was delightful.
And then we hit up the candy shop.
Yep. They let us buy some lollipops.
I got a nerd rope for the first time, which I'm like really into those now.
Yeah.
I was really pleased with it. Of all the things in the store at the time, I only had a little bit of money. I was waiting for some to come in, and it's like I can get at least 2 nerd ropes. And I was just like, yeah.
There's a lot of stuff there. They didn't have the one candy bar that I was kind of hoping they would, because they seemed to have, they had everything. Like, oh, they're totally gonna have this one weird candy bar. And then they didn't.
Do you remember the name of the place?
Rocket Fizz.
Rocket Fizz, yeah.
Candy shop, yeah.
Candy and soda shop. They had all those like novelty sodas that have like Kim Jong-un on them, and
they had like butter soda and buffalo wing soda.
Yeah.
Various atrocities against God and man.
Yeah. Yeah. But I was gonna say, I was looking for Milkfuls. That was the main thing I wanted. Milkfuls has been discontinued. I think they're like milky caramels now or something, and they sell them in Canada, I think. So if you're a listener of the show and you love your Jacob Wayne and you have access, mail them to us, but you first got to write the Jacob Wayne Show at gmail.com in order to get the details. But send me some milky caramels and give you a shout out and maybe like send you a show mug or something.
Totally.
We got to get the mug thing going. Seems like that's like a podcast thing.
Yeah.
It's the mugs and maybe a t-shirt, but mugs first.
I would do a lot of things for a mug.
Yeah. I'd do all kinds of things for a mug. I'd go to the pissy area or whatever it was.
Pissy.
Oh, PCA. Anyway.
Oh yeah, them oysters though. I will say shout out to the shell.
Well, dude, it was already last show.
What?
Nothing. Oh. Just when they got the oyster shucker.
The shuckers, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to those. That's hard work, man. I've never seen that. Just watching that guy do that, it's like I felt so bad for ordering 18 of them. It's like, oh my god, he's like still working on the first one. He's been doing it. He's been at that thing for like a minute.
Yeah.
It's like a pain in the ass.
So if you can see us do hand gestures, if we ever disappear in the screen, it means we're doing absolutely horrible things.
I can see it.
Oh, well, nothing bad about that. That's a little bit of self-love. But then today, you went to Music City Hot Chicken while Shocky and I went to work.
Always a classic.
And then we went to Cafe de Bangkok and got their cow soy.
And some duck bun.
Duck buns. And they're kind of like the balsa, but like more in like the bread of that in a taco shape with the duck in it, cilantro, and super tasty. I've already forgotten the name of the one I got, so I'm not even going to attempt. I won't get it wrong, but it was very similar to the cow soy. Difference being it's kind of a red curry sauce with tomatoes and shrimp, mushrooms, and a little bit of ginger was in there, noodles, and cilantro, if I didn't already say that. But so we've been really hitting it up, and tomorrow we're gonna hit up Mojo's Barbecue and Grill, which is like incredible ribs and wings and mac and cheese, like that kind of thing. So after that, you're gonna be picking up your lady friend and off to Thanksgiving.
Indeed. But we might go somewhere for lunch. So we'll see.
No, you don't get to eat. It's the beginning of Wednesday. You pick her up, and then you don't get to eat until Thanksgiving dinner. I hear that's tradition.
What about tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
For lunch.
Oh, for lunch?
Yeah, I'll get something.
Yeah, something.
Two more tasty Fort Collins meals.
I'd say either damn good tacos and go to the Alley Cat Cafe for that little combo, or you do the Beijing noodles.
That noodle place is tempting.
Yeah, we have done a lot of Asian food. The curries, the Thai food, sushi. So, but we have all been a different cuisine each time. You haven't done China yet. So, Beijing noodle in Fort Collins is perhaps the other one. Or Chiba Hut.
How's the one I'm kind of...
From Estonia.
Oh, hey.
Okay.
Nice.
So, how long have we been doing this?
I don't know.
We ate at this Thai food restaurant barely before recording, so I'm very sleepy.
Yeah.
It's been a long day of work, so we're just gonna go over a couple items real quick. If we ain't got shit to say, we ain't got shit to say, and this will be a quick episode.
Oh, yeah.
And you can get back to eating your turkey.
Indeed.
Or your
Just
girlfriend.
checking in. Hey. Thanksgiving time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. Movies. We watched some movies while you're here.
Yeah.
We watched Gone Girl, and there's a scene where he's pleasuring his lady, and she just kind of leans up. She's like, "I like you. I think I like you,"
Yeah.
or something like that. And it's like,
We were like, whoa, right.
that's not. Do a better job.
Not the time.
Yeah, but one of the most terrifying films ever.
Yeah. Indeed, that's some creepy shit.
Yeah, it scares the shit out of me, and that's all I'm gonna say. It kind of starts out as a kind of murder mystery procedural, and then somewhere halfway it kind of flips and turns into something else, and that's all I'll say.
Yeah.
But it's awesome.
For fans of Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, absolutely. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love seeing NPH in this. And Trent Reznor, Atticus Ross did the soundtrack. It was like maybe their second collaboration with David Fincher, the director. Their first one was Social Network, which is also a great movie, which both Gone Girl and Social Network, when I first heard about them being made, I was like, what? Like a movie about Facebook. But then it's David Fincher and the music and the acting, and it all clicks, and you're like, holy shit, that was really good. And then the same thing, Gone Girl, just murder. It has Tyler Perry in it, and MPH, and Ben Affleck.
And the guy from Law and Order.
Yeah.
SVU.
I think that was the other movie.
Oh shit, it was. What am I thinking?
I was like, wait a minute.
No, it was the. Oh yeah, it was a different lady.
No, there's a guy that had that vibe, but Mariska Hargitay? No, but she looks like her. It's not her. She's in like another cop drama thing, but she was like a reporter.
Double movie night, I messed him up.
Yeah. Then, although that wasn't double movie night, that was just one movie. The next night was double movie night. So then the next movie we watched was Life of Brian.
Oh yeah.
Monty Python classic. Why don't you talk about that for a minute?
I mean, that's a great movie. It's hilarious. It's been a while since I've seen it, but just it's good. Some very hilarious scenes. My favorite is still just the final scene. Just gets me every time. The musical number.
Yeah, I think it's old enough. It's not a spoiler.
Yeah.
Always look on the bright side of life. I always forget his name, but the guy who played Brian, when he passed away, there's a really sweet video. It's probably still up on YouTube. But they played Always Look on the Bright Side of Life at his funeral after he became sick. I think that was 1989. And Life of Brian was like 81, maybe it was 79.
Oh, wow.
And then Terry Gilliam did some in 1981. Regardless, not too long after Life of Brian and I think Monty Python, that dude passed away, and he was King Arthur in Holy Grail, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, both classics. Terry Jones directed Life of Brian, but Terry Gilliam directed Holy Grail. And that's the director who did 12 Monkeys, which was the next movie we watched. And that's Bruce Willis, Brad Pitt with the crazy eye,
Indeed.
being all crazy. Madeline Stowe as a lovely love interest and psychiatrist. And it's just a really wild, weird movie.
Indeed.
It's kind of psychological, visually very interesting. Lots of like weird, artistic, future sci-fi kind of vibes.
Yeah.
The creepy voice in the whole thing that calls him Bob, which I was doing a little bit of research about that, like what that's supposed to be, and it's left pretty vague.
Ah.
And I was like, yeah, makes it even creepier.
Yeah.
But the prevailing theory seems to be that, and this is also an old movie, so if you haven't seen it, go see it. But spoilers.
Yeah.
He's going back and forth between time, and they don't have the time travel down to an exact science. So it's like we put him in, and he's like, "Oops, I'm in World War I. Hold on, get him out of there." And so he's zipping around. He's just like he's not sure what reality is. And so this voice starts appearing, and they're like, they think, yeah, that is the voice in his head, and he's losing his shit. But the time travel is happening, but he's just like losing his mind through the whole process.
Yeah.
But I won't give away like the whole, because it's not really a twist, quite.
Yeah.
But it's like the whole build up and ending is really great. And,
Yeah. It's a hefty movie. It's good.
Yeah. And then, so we're going to continue with the Terry Gilliam thing and watch Time Bandits tonight, which we only have so much time to do this. So another reason this episode might be a little short for you. But showed you At Home with Amy Sedaris.
Oh yeah, that was a good little flip.
If you haven't seen that show, it's definitely for fans of Strangers with Candy. It has Amy Sedaris, who played Jerry Blank in Strangers with Candy, but she's just doing her own home cooking show, and she has a lot of like celebrity guest appearances, but they're all playing characters.
Yeah.
And home cooking show, but it's insane.
Indeed.
And if you like Amy Sedaris, highly recommend it. And I don't know if I've recommended it on this show before, but I have a gigantic crush on Amy Sedaris. So Amy, if you've ever watched this podcast or ever gonna watch the show, another guest is gonna send me the Milky Caramels, and then we're gonna get together and just hang out. That's all I'm saying. We just hang out. We'll share the Milky Caramels. We can do it in a public place.
No weird stuff.
Well,
except for you.
Unless you want. But one of the I loved her as Jerry Blank, but then I saw her outside of that role. I was like, oh wow, she's actually very attractive. Because Jerry Blank is not.
Yeah.
She looks like an old catcher's mitt. I think is one thing they say about her.
Yeah.
And
oh, man.
But point being, go on YouTube and look up the compilation of every David Letterman appearance. And I think you'll fall in love with her. If you don't, you and I don't share a sensibility, and you shouldn't really even be listening to this show.
I don't know. You haven't. How did you make it this far if you don't?
Yeah. Probably sympathy. They're like, oh, that Jacob, he's trying to do something like. Well, no, they don't do that. They just say that to the screen after listening to like 3 minutes of it, and they're like, no, well,
I'm moving along.
Back to my cute little platitude memes. Gotta share those. Share the show.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I think as far as watching stuff, that's about the extent.
Yeah.
We watched a bunch of Rammstein videos. That goes into music.
True. That was there's some live concert stuff they do. A little bit different than Brass Against.
But somewhat similar. That is where we were coming from. I was like, oh yeah.
Speaking of,
If you like the Brass Against singer, then check out Buch dich by Rammstein. And yeah, just do a deep dive on them. I love Rammstein.
Yeah.
And music.
Let's see. I haven't heard of anything new coming out. haven't been really on it. I did order a vinyl. I got new music in my house. I'm sure I've shouted it out once before. But Will Blades, Billy Martin. It's just an amazing keyboardist. He plays the organ, and then the other guy's a famous drummer. And it's just those two dudes, organ, keys, and the drummer, and it's like the grooviest album called Shimmy. Will Blades. It's called Martin and Blades Shimmy, I think, or yeah. But they're selling some vinyl, so I ordered it. Supported musicians, and I'm pretty sure it's like from him. It's cool, you buy a Bandcamp, and it's like pretty sure he like wrote my address on the thing. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, hell yeah, man. I know I'm supposed to have a Woodbelly vinyl showing up
Nice.
at some point. I think they're putting the finishing touches on that album. I haven't checked in on the update. But that's on the horizon, and if you like bluegrass, you should check out Woodbelly.
Some good stuff.
There's some couple good buddies of mine in that band. Went to a Pink Fuzz concert.
Yeah.
And the Crooked Rugs was the opening band for them, and that was at Chipper's Lane or Lanes. It was like a bowling alley. So they blocked off the middle lanes, kind of did a barrier, so you could just go down to where like the seating and walking up to the lane is, and that's kind of where people could stand and watch them. But on either side, they had bowling. And it was a sweet venue.
So we have to play really loud, because like bowling's kind of loud.
It oddly was not very distracting. Like, it worked pretty well. You can still hear the bowling a little, but like, that's the loud thing, so.
I'd just be like, if I was a drummer, I'd be like, roll it now.
Right. Well, I was gonna say, during the Crooked Rugs, they kind of do this like psychedelic rock. Some of it has like throwback to like 70s stuff, and but they were doing kind of like this jazzy, odd metery 10-minute some odd song, and they were doing, it was like and then they just intentionally left like some moment of silence. There's the bowling ball, and I was just like, man, they don't have that on the record. They maybe should throw that sound in there. But then again, I could totally see them like, oh yeah, put bowling noises in our music. Sure, that's a great idea. And we're like, I don't know, it worked for me when I was at the bowling alley. I saw that. No, but they did a great job. Pink Fuzz, their drummer, played loud as fuck. Great. I mean, they're all super talented at Pink Fuzz. They're talented at Crooked Rugs too.
Yeah.
But I was very much like the alternative kind of rock of Pink Fuzz really got me going. Has like some Smashing Pumpkins vibes. Dead Weather a little bit. Queens of the Stone Age.
Nice.
I think the bassist and the guitar player, they both sing. And I think they're brother and sister. Not 100% on that, but that's kind of cool. So there's a little, and they did a Halloween show recently where they like dress up as another band and do covers. And they did the White Stripes. So they did like 3 White Stripes songs just because it was a 2-band show, long sets.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, but they rocked the shit out of those. And I've never been a huge White Stripes fan. I really like Dead Weather, but White Stripes, I was always kind of like, yeah, let's take it or leave it. But they rocked them. So made me even appreciate the White Stripes more.
Yeah, nice.
So, new releases. There was a new Earl Sweatshirt song. It didn't make a big impact for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so like but I find with him sometimes I gotta listen a few times before it really starts to kind of click in for me. So that could easily be the case here.
Gotcha.
So that's it, music-wise for me. Can't really think of any other new releases or music stuff that went on.
No.
So what do we usually do after this? We usually go into
One
philosophy.
of our segments, yeah, one of those.
Quiet.
Indeed.
You got any philosophical
Did we ever do
questions
the
or
last one?
pondering?
I can't remember what it even was. I don't think we got to it, though, did we?
I don't know. What was it?
I don't remember. Shit.
Let's see if we can ponder up a good philosophical question or.
I mean, I could try to find it, but it was
Nah, this is all freewheeling. No internet on this episode, other than just recording it.
Yeah. Man, it was something about animal will or something. That's what but I can't remember the exact question.
Sometimes the universe do be like that.
Yeah, it'd be like it do.
All right. What about that one dude we were watching his videos that was like messing with the bee? You get any weird philosophical quandaries from him, like stuff to wonder about?
Well, there's plenty to wonder about.
Yeah, like A to D to A to D. That song. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like, man, that bee's moving its leg because it's alive and it's a bee.
Man, I doesn't like it, but no, I'll still try. Is it dead? No.
It likes leaves. It's like, these are bee facts, man.
Oh, man. Yeah, I got nothing. Let's move on. Weird news?
Let's see.
Any weird story you heard, or?
Let's see. I told you.
There's a singer that peed on a guy.
Oh yeah. We kind of. We talked about that last time, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the biggest.
It's
news.
As I was saying at dinner tonight, that kind of news. If I wake up to little videos like that, I'm like, I gotta tell everybody.
Have you heard? That
like,
one,
the young boy running through the town. It's like, the war's over! The war's over! What the lady peed on the man's face?
On the big
The big rock star lady peed on the man!
You can see it on the arena screen. It's something else, and it's already gone. It's on YouTube. You gotta keep it.
No, yeah, the Rage Against the Machine, like, oh! Yeah! Like, but it's like,
letting it fly. I must have felt you know?
Yeah, you've heard of the brown note.
Ah.
What's the yellow note? Or hopefully the clear note, if you're healthy.
P sure. Hey. That's all I got. I've been here this whole time. I never used to it by now.
Did you fade away when you did that?
I think so. He was never here. He's gone now.
Nah, see? I'm the invisible punster. Any other segments?
Not that I have anything ready to pull out. I didn't get anything ready.
I was thinking before this all went down this way to do Thanksgiving trivia. We've enjoyed trivias, but I can't drink, and you're right here, so we'd see the answers.
Yeah, it's tough. So,
well, I think that's good.
I think it is.
Maybe it wasn't the longest. Maybe it wasn't the most informative.
But we had fun. And look,
friendship.
We're here.
Was the goal.
Indeed.
And talking about that lady peeing on
Thank
a guy.
you for listening.
Happy
to the Jacob Wayne
Thanksgiving.
Show.
Yeah,
if you would like to contact us, please write us at fakoshka@gmail.com. That is FAKOSHKA@gmail.com. You can find us on Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube. Simply search The Jacob Wayne Show and it should pop right up. Make sure you like and subscribe and leave a review and share this podcast with your friends. Please write us. It helps add content to the show and makes the show even better for you, the listener. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh.